Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Guardian Project Commander stream. I am your host, Andrew.
And I am your host, Michael.
Oh my gosh, we got two full first names. This is very uncommon of us. And we are joined by two lovely guests. First time on the stream, Dan, ALK Alters. Welcome to our stream.
Hi, I'm ALK Alters. I'm a magic digital altarist and proxy maker. The glare is bad on these. They don't work great on stream, but that's an example of my work. I do that primarily, and then I guest on Commander streams as like a secondary form of magic stuff.
I love that. Guesting on streams is the best because you just get to show up and make jokes and just...
Yeah, you just get to play Magic and not have any responsibility.
Exactly. It's so nice. So Mike and I, one of us hosts every other stream, and so the other just joins. And I'm always like, oh yeah, it's Mike's week. I just get to show up, and it's just no work.
I panicked 2 hours ago, going, "Oh crap! Is it my week just to host this?"
It is not, Dan. Thank you so much for coming this week. What are you running tonight? What are you playing?
So I'm playing Alela, Artful Provacateur. It is a commander from the Brawl precons for Eldraine. She is Esper colored, and whenever I cast an artifact or enchantment spell, I create a fairy with flying, and other creatures I control with flying get +1/+0. So my plan is to cast artifacts and enchantments and attack with flying fairies.
I'm here for it. It's like a deck that I would have played before, and then we had a friend in our playgroup that built it, so I didn't, but I should probably go back. It's been long enough now. I think it's my time. It's definitely
It's your time.
It's my time. It's my time. And welcome to Chris Wolf, our other guest. Chris does all of our graphic design, so all those really cool thumbnails and the starting soon screen and the BRB screens and everything else that you see, Chris has handled for us. Chris, welcome to our stream, I think for the first time this year.
Meowdy partners.
It has been so long. We are so glad to have you here. Tell everybody who you are and where they can find all your stuff and then what you're playing.
Yeah, so my name's Chris. I'm also known as Kelzam on various different digital platforms and gaming communities. You can find me at Kelzam Gaming on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I don't really stream on Twitch because my internet is potato, but maybe someday I'll fix that. But yeah, I do graphic design, all kinds of different things. I do commissions and things like that for YouTube thumbnails, stream overlays, all kinds of stuff. You can find a thread pinned in my Twitter profile of some examples, particularly if I've done for Andy and Coyle for the Guardian Project podcast.
Yes, I liked when you shared earlier all the commanders that you've had to pull images for all of our thumbnails. That list was so big. I couldn't believe how many there were, so we'll have to actually get that count from you. I did see for some of them, because they were partners, it was like partner when you put Livio on top of the image and Livio on the bottom of the image. So we're gonna count them as two. We're gonna count them as two. That's just how we gotta count it. So
it's double the work, so it's technically two as far as
exactly. Chris,
Coyle,
thank you so much for all of that work. It's great, and Coyle does all of the partners and backgrounds, so Coyle makes Chris work twice as hard as I do.
I've got 4 background decks and 5 partner decks right now, I think.
I think I have a partner deck, and I play the precon with a background.
There you go.
The red-green one. And Chris, what are you playing?
Today I'm playing Ezuri, Claw of Progress. I got this Judge Foil promo from a conference last winter, and I had to use it. So, yeah, I'm looking to pump up some creatures, deal some lethal damage, do some things. Do classic Ezuri things.
I haven't seen an Ezuri deck in so long, but that promo is so good.
That's such a good promo.
Every time I build Ezuri, I end up taking it apart because I get hated off the table. But then I saw this promo, and then I was just like, well, I mean, it's Ezuri. You're like, anyone sees Ezuri, and they're like, oh, Sage of Hours.
Don't worry, Dan's running a Thief of Blood in his deck, so he's going to steal all counters from all counters.
Yeah, definitely.
I just came here to have a good time, and I feel attacked.
Dan, thank you so much for the follow. I'm Andy. I'm on Twitter at AndyFlory. You know who I am, but I am playing Jerren Corrupted Bishop tonight. This is a life exchange deck, so I'm going to try to pay as much of my life as I can until I feel a smidge uncomfortable because somebody's got something on the board that's going to kill me, and I'm going to try to trade my life total away for someone else's hefty life total. And that's the plan. This doesn't normally flip into Ormondal, but when it does, it feels really cool. But then I'm at 13 life, and it's also very scary. So, you know, this deck does mono black things that I don't normally do, but this deck stuck around after the community build, so it continues to get some love. Yeah, Mike, what are you running?
I am running my third background deck, and this is Baeloth, Barrityl combined with Master Chef.
Okay.
So red-green is a pretty common combination, but most people play the background Raised by Giants to make Baeloth a 10-10 right away. Very smart thing to do. I asked Twitter. Twitter wanted Master Chef. So I got +1/+1 synergies in combination with trying to make Baeloth a little bit bigger. And my goal is to have all of you swing your creatures at each other instead of me. Hopefully they die in combat. I get to make treasure tokens, and then I get to cast really big things for a lot of mana.
You might have been confused with your Twitter followers there. I think they just wanted you to watch episodes of Master Chef.
Oh, that could
on
be.
Netflix.
That's exactly what it was.
It could be. I'm not
Yeah,
very good at cooking. I can only
donkey.
bake, so.
That's why they wanted you to learn.
You know what? I'll take it as a both. I'm gonna keep the deck around, and I'm gonna start watching some Master Chef.
Hey, Dekoval. Dekoval said, Andy, Jerren cosplay win. Funny enough, we have a friend who does drag and makes custom costumes, and I did already reach out to him about this Jerren costume, and he said it will not be too difficult to make. So it's like something that's potentially real. So...
But the Ormondal costume that I
Yeah,
have
do you
is
like
a little less
do you like
real.
pull it off and flip it over and it's Ormondal?
You definitely have to. Dekoval says that Coil's got to be Ormondal,
It
so
would be two sides of the same card.
it could just be you with like a small
One of
cityscape
those,
of
like,
Legos
half-dash
below
views.
you because you're so big, and that's
There you
the Westvale Abbey.
I was gonna say on the second page is where something really plain and white, and it'll just be
Exactly.
the church.
Well, I think we're ready to get started. Coil, you are going first. We did
yeah.
roll, and we did already mulligan. So if everybody's ready, Coil, would you like to kick us off?
Well, before we begin, to all of you watching on YouTube, check out the links to the deck lists in the show notes below, and all the links to our social media accounts. But yes, I would absolutely love to kick us off and draw.
Good
four.
luck. Have fun, everybody. But I would like to win with mono black. It'd be kind of
Right.
cool, right?
I'm gonna play this Rootbound Crag. It comes in tapped, and I'll pass the turn.
All right.
Good luck, high five.
Good luck. High five. I'll play a Underground River and tap for a Wayfarer's Bauble and pass.
All right.
Is that affordable now, Wayfarer's Bauble?
Yes, because it's been reprinted in Commander Legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baldur's
Baldur-
Gate.
It's printed as a common in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it's dirt cheap now.
Play at Yavimaya Coast. Not cast. I'm a judge. I should know this. It has turn.
All right, draw for turn. I am going to just play this swamp and I pass. If anybody has more of this swamp from Midnight Hunt in foil, 273. I think I need one more. It's not worth just sending that to me, though. I will trade somebody something else.
I'm gonna play a Spire Garden, and then I am going to tap 2 for a Gruul Signet, and I will pass the turn after that.
All right, I will draw, play an island, and then I'm just gonna crack the Wayfarer's Bauble to save time and pass.
All right. Can you guys still hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was switching it over to. I had it on push to talk because I use that for when I'm gaming, and that's not really conducive to having both my
Oh.
hands occupied holding my hand.
Sure.
So, all right. So I'm gonna draw a card for the turn. I will play a Yavimaya Cradle of Growth, so everyone has forests. Hooray!
Ooh,
All right.
Oh, just what I needed in my Esper deck.
And then I'll pay 2 And I'll cast a Simic Signet, and I'll pass turn.
All right. I will draw. And I will play this swamp. And then I'm going to pay 2. And I will play out this Blood Artist.
Nice.
And then I will pass.
I see you.
You have been seen.
I'm an artist that draws. You know, when you think about something super literally, this person is making a painting out of just blood. It's so.
It's cool. I'm going to play a mountain as my land for turn. I am going to tap this mountain into my Gruul Signet to cast a Goblin Anarchaeomancer.
That's one that makes red and green spells cost 1 less?
Yes.
Okay.
Each spell that you cast that's red or green costs 1 less. So it's worded in a way where a red-green spell does not get double reduced.
Makes sense.
Yes.
That would have been too much value for red-green. Too much.
I mean, it could have been. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast my background Master Chef. Because it costs 1 less because of my gobbo. And then I'll pass the turn.
Master Chef, found on Hulu.
There you go.
Did you just Google that?
No. Maybe.
Oh, you just.
I
Or
did.
did you know?
I definitely did.
You have Hulu, you know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't watch Master Chef on Hulu, I promise you. I don't.
That's fair.
On
It's
Hulu, I
nothing
watch
to
like
be ashamed
SNL
of.
and then all of the Real Housewives series. So, you know, I admit to that, I guess.
Hulu would be rough because it's just like for MasterChef. I think those shows have so many commercial breaks, and Hulu has terrible commercials.
Yes, they do.
That is true. That is a valid point.
They run the same number of commercials during a 20-minute show that they do during a 1-hour show, but it ends up being half the watch time on a 20-minute
I think I pay
show.
the extra so I don't have the commercials, and it's worth
That's
it.
nice.
It's
That's
worth
definitely
it.
worth it.
So I'm just casting my commander. I'm pinging myself for 1 from the Painland, and then I pass.
All right. I will go my turn on tap and draw. And I will play a Hinterland. Yeah, Hinterland Harbor.
Hey, you got it first. It comes in untapped.
Yeah. I was making sure it didn't say, I couldn't remember if it's been a while since I played check land. I was like, this doesn't say basic force, does it? Because wizards will
Like,
do
I have to
that.
take a selfie.
Yeah.
Oh, we love that.
After that, I'm going to tap for a green. I'm going to cast Hardened Scales.
Ooh.
So if one or more +1/+1 counters will be placed on a creature I control, I put that many +1 instead.
All right.
And then I'm going to.
Did you just casually set out that dino? What is that one
Oh.
called again?
This is Hardened Scales.
Oh, that's that. Oh.
Oh, the Double Masters
Oh, that
one.
looks like that dino that whenever somebody activates an activated ability. They...
Yeah, the blue one that made me really hate Standard because I was playing Mono Blue Tempo at the time.
Yeah.
That was the Ferocidon.
Something like that.
I got banned from Standard.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna cast this Nature's Lore, and then I'm gonna pass turn.
Okay, untap. I'm gonna draw this. You know what, folks? I'm gonna move on from this music. This song. This song is.
Did it
I
slide
like
too
it.
hard or not enough?
It's like real chill. Too chill. We need to up.
Too chill.
We need to up it a little bit. We're gonna go to this song. I don't know what it is, but we're going. To
You
this
wouldn't
one.
think that we were talking about 85-degree muggy weather, and we would say this is too chill.
I'm gonna get Rhymewood Falls and put on the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna play a swamp, and then I am going to pay 3 mana for Jerren, Corrupted Bishop. When Jerren enters or another non-token human dies, I lose life and make a 1/1 human token. So I'm gonna make a human token right now, and then lose a life. Honestly, another good cosplay would just be this guy who's really proud of his pumpkin. For real, this would be so good, man. This is like my fall cosplay.
I feel like you'd have to wear a sash that says "Proud Pumpkin Human Token."
all the pumpkin imagery from Midnight Hunt is really awesome, and they should have gone way deeper in on it than that stupid werewolf stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I wish. Hey, Mr. Big Bents. Yes, Indy is happening this weekend, and
I'm so jealous.
we leave at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
I'm not jealous of that.
For our 5-hour drive, so we'll be there just before lunch. After that, I'm gonna pass. I lost my life, not with my 0-1. Nah.
You can swing at Chris, no blockers.
I'm gonna hold
Send
it back.
a message.
Hold it back.
I love swinging with my my crabs in standard. Not in standard. Are they even in standard anymore? They're not.
No.
They're in historic.
Historic.
What is historic?
It's like one of those things.
Historic is like alchemy, but alchemy has cards that have 6 sides.
You mean Hearthstone?
Listen, I tried to get into Hearthstone, but I could not have more hobbies. And then that other game that Richard Garfield came out with, where you just like have a
artifact or whatever it is. Yeah.
Keyforge.
Oh, Keyforge.
I couldn't get into it. I like Magic.
All right, so I'm spending 4 mana to cast Baeloth Barrityl because it does cost 1 less because of my Goblin. Baeloth does have this Master Chef ability, so Baeloth will enter with an additional +1/+1 counter. And Baeloth says creatures your opponents control with power less than Baeloth Barrityl's power are goaded. Will be 3 power, so that should goad everything on the board.
Why are you like this?
And whenever a goaded attacking or blocking creature dies, I create a treasure token.
Okay.
I'll move to combat, and I'll swing 2 at Chris.
I will take 2.
All right, pass.
Really itching to get in there.
Yeah, geez.
It's only block. I don't know. I mean, I imagine you're going to have a big board of creatures from this point on. I mean, it starts eventually, and it snowballs quickly.
Metagaming there, sir. I see you were metagaming.
It's an Ezuri. Ezuri with a hardened scales. Are you kidding me?
My husband has an Ezuri deck, and I think we've been stomped by it like 5 or 6 times. It's
I was gonna
very
say-
Oh, I see. There's some post-traumatic stress.
We talked about the
this
last
we're
time we
going
saw an Ezuri. The last time we saw an Ezuri deck, I believe, was Command Fest Chicago 2019 for me,
I bet it was.
and it destroyed. It was
Well,
cool.
that's in the old times.
Yeah.
In the olden days.
Before times.
Hi,
Yeah.
Bert. Thank you so much. We had a lot of fun recording the Spirits episode for this week.
So I'm casting Favorable Winds.
Oh,
I get a fairy token from that, and creatures I control with flying get +1/+1.
no longer goaded.
So my commander is no longer goaded, although I probably will still attack with it.
But now you
Then-
can attack me.
Yeah, and I will also cast Bitter Blossom
Ooh.
and make another fairy from that. And I am going to, I'll attack Coil with my commander for 3.
I will take 3.
And I gain 3 life.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't it goaded?
It's not because it got to be 3 power from favorable winds.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'll start looking through my tokens and pass.
All right.
Everybody's gonna build Ezuri decks to play with us now. I love that for us. Every time we say we never play against a commander, someone goes,
I love
"Oh,
that journey for
have
you."
that." They're like, "Oh, we have that. Here, I'll play." Actually, Mr. Big Ben's in chat. Hey, Andy said, "Oh, you haven't played against X," and I forget what it was, and then it did a lot of damage to us with it. I forget. It was good.
Let's see. I'll play a snow-covered forest.
Oh, it was Rafik.
Oh, it was Rafik.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap this Yabamaya Coast for colorless into my Simic Signet for Simic. I'm gonna cast Scavenging Ooze.
Ooh.
I don't know if I don't think I hate that actually. I don't know if I.
That's cool with me.
For a neutral on the whole scoop.
After that, I'm gonna pay 3. Then I cast Rishkar, Pima Renegade.
Yeah.
He'll come into play, and he'll put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 2 target creatures. So those creatures are gonna get 2 because of hardened scales. So I'll put 2 on the Skoos. And it goes om nom nom nom, and then I'll put 2 on Rishkar. He kind of just shrugs because he's an elf. After that, I pass turn.
All right. Untap, draw. I am going to pay 1 for village rights. I'm going to sack this human token to draw 2 cards. And Mike, I will have you lose a life. I will gain a life.
Sure.
Oh, that's bad.
Right.
Oh no. Okay, well, it is what it is. I'm gonna pay 2 for this charcoal diamond. And then, will someone let Jerren live but kill the blood artist? Because I don't know how to recast Jerren.
I will kill the blood artist for it.
Okay. I have to swing with both. Chris, can I swing both at you then? And you kill
You
the
may,
blood artist?
you may swing both at me.
Okay, I'm swinging Jerren and blood artist at you.
I'll block the blood artist with the scoos.
Okay. Mike, I'll have you lose 1, I will gain 1.
Yes. And I'll make a treasure token.
Yes. Your plan is going accordingly.
My plan is going according to plan.
And then after that, I will pass. After that, I pass.
This treasure makes up for my my missing land drop, which I noticed you also.
I did, and I drew 2 extra cards to try to get there. Sheesh.
Sheesh.
But I did get a rock, though. I did get a rock, and mine's permanent.
There you go.
Well,
Like a
until
rock,
someone
sure.
removes it, I guess. So.
I did draw land this turn. Rock, Fall, Veil. Oh, I forgot to untap my Gobbo.
It was Dika. Chat doesn't like Blood Moon, okay, everybody?
I mean, who does?
Bert says there was a deck that I asked you. I forgot to tell you. Oh, you put Dika together. Oh, you did. Okay.
Speaking of cards people hate, so the last week that I was working at the NGS, a guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, I haven't played Strixhaven or any of these other sets. Like, give me a card that you think's good." I was like, or a pack that you think's good. I just want to get a pack. I was like, okay, how about Lycoria? Lycoria is fun. He opens Drannith Magistrate, and he's like, "Wow, this looks like an asshole card." And then everyone that was at the counter by it was just laughing. I was like, actually, the correction is that's what you play against the asshole players, because it's the asshole players playing Melstermonder, they're casting things for free. It's actually the reverse.
Yeah. You're like, let me tell you about this guy. His name's Andy. He plays this card, and he's the worst.
When you hit Narset, when Narset hits the table, you'll be glad you have that Drannith Magistrate.
Yes, yes, you will.
Okay, for 4 mana, I am going to cast Hunted Dragon. So this is a 6/6 with flying and haste that will enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on it because of Master Chef. It says when Hunted Dragon enters the battlefield, target opponent puts 3 2/2 White Knight creature tokens with first strike onto the battlefield.
Ooh.
I am going to choose Andy.
Me? Okay. 3/2/2 White Knights with first
With
strike.
first strike, that's right.
Little old me.
Little old me.
And then I will pay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's crack the treasure token. Why not? 2 mana. I am going to cast Invigorating Hot Spring.
Oh, great! It's a hot spring episode.
So this is an enchantment that enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and it says modified creatures I control have haste, and then I can remove a +1/+1 counter from Invigorating Hot Spring to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control, and activate this ability only as a sorcery. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Stop it, you're making more
activate.
counters than I am.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate that to put another counter on Baeloth Barrityl to make it 4 power.
That artwork on Invigorating Hot Spring reminds me of Stimulus Package, which also cares about counters and then making citizens, right?
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
I
that.
just like it because the monkey's taking a bath. He's just so happy.
I really want a hot tub, and I feel like that would be like my Invigorating Hot Spring. But I feel like with chlorine and stuff in it, you know.
Can you get it before October?
I'm gonna try. We'll see. I gotta get the stupid door wall installed.
Yeah, I'm just going to pass through my combat. I'm not going to do any swings at anybody or anything, and we'll just end the turn.
Well, that's convenient for you that you have the option to not.
I do. That's very convenient for me. Hey, I just gave you 3 2/2s. It's okay.
This is true. This is true. I can't complain. And listen, the Blood Artist is gone. I feel like if Blood Artist was out, you would have been like, no, Andy cannot have those.
Probably. That's probably true. But everyone else's board states are pretty crazy right now.
That's true. That's true.
I only have a bunch of fairies.
Only
I
a
think
few.
giving you 3 white tokens might fit into your strategies pretty well. Now they don't fly, and that's probably the only downside.
Yeah. Honestly, when you cast that card, I was like, I just went through all my tokens. I don't want to pick them all.
Well, and at the same time, it would make it so Andy doesn't have anything to block with, and I want things to block each other and both things to die, technically. So.
Is it vigilance or anything? No,
No,
first strike.
First strike. Yeah.
So I gotta say, I usually have all my tokens, but infinite tokens and just dry erase tokens in general are like, they seem like the simplest like addition to the game, but they make it, the quality of life is so much better having
definitely.
them.
Hey, Chris, if I don't attack you, will you not activate the Scavenging Ooze on my Wayfarer's Bauble when I want to do something about that pretty soon?
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool. Sorry, Andy, I have to attack you.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
This one has Summoning Sickness, so 6, 1, 2, 3, 9 in the air.
I will take 9. Listen, I don't mind my life total going low because hopefully I'll have enough mana
That's
to
true.
trade it away with someone else's later.
That's true.
And then I'll cast a Tamashi Reality Architect.
Yes.
And I will activate Tamashi to return the Wayfarer's Bauble to my battlefield, bouncing a island that allows me to draw a card. And I have not played a land this turn, so I'll play this Drowned Catacomb as my land for turn.
We got free knowledge. Island in hand.
Yeah! what a
Write it down.
terrible player, dude. I'll pass after that.
All right. At the end of your turn, Dan, I'm going to pay 1 green, and I'm going to activate Scavenging Ooze and exile the Blood Artist from East Graveyard.
Got it. It's gone.
And Scavenging Ooze will get 2 +1/+1 counters, and I will gain a life.
Those scales are hardened.
The king
All right.
says Tameshi is the best. Tameshi was one of the best adds to Neombi Blue-White Reanimator, and I think I've only played it once, and I would like to play it again this weekend.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and play Snow Island, and then I'm going to. Hey. I'll pay a colorless into Simic Signet and a blue. I tap a blue and blue, and I'm gonna cast my commander, Ezuri. Call progress from me.
So much progress.
So much progress. At least someone's progressive in this country. God.
Oh, right.
Let's see here. After that, I think I'm just gonna chill and pass turn.
All right, untap. I will draw. I'm gonna play a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx.
Nice.
I got my land.
That's good.
And then I would like to. So what's the power that has to swing?
3 or less power.
No, that's all. So I'm gonna pay.
Oh yeah. Is Rishkar 4 power, Chris?
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
just making sure. Sorry, we already passed that point, but
It's all good.
Pay 3 mana. I'm gonna play Soul Channeling. I'm gonna enchant Jerren. I can pay 2 life to regenerate this creature.
Mm.
hey, you're an odd life total. Ormondal.
Yeah, but I have to have 6. I have to have 6 mana available.
Oh.
And then I am going to pay 2 mana. That you only get the treasure when they die during combat, right?
Combat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna Deadly Dispute to sack one of these knights. I'm gonna draw 2 cards and create a treasure.
Nice. Yeah, it's a goaded attacking or blocking creature.
Okay. Okay, so this will be 1 treasure. And then I'll draw 2 cards.
That was one of the most valuable cards we pulled from Commander Legends Baldur's Gate. Deadly Dispute. It's like a $3 card.
You made half the professor's box.
Hey, we pulled a foil too, so that must be worth $5.
So I will move to combat, and these first striking knights I will swing at Dan.
Okay. I will take 4.
Okay.
And then Jerren.
And then what about Jerren? Jerren on.
Swing too.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'll swing Jerren as well. And then before damage, I'm going to regenerate it, which taps it and removes it from combat. So I lose 2 life. Thank you. Okay, so you take 4, and then I pass.
All right. I will untap. Draw for 2. I am going to go ahead and activate my Invigorating Hot Springs and put another +1/+1 counter on Baeloth. We're up to 5 power. This is a 5/8.
Unlimited power.
Extremely limited power. I'm going to tap into my Gruul Signet to produce a red and a green. With the green, I'm going to cast a Rampant Growth. With the red, I'm going to cast Caltrops.
Oh, that's a card I haven't seen in a long time.
Explain this to everybody who's watching.
Caltrops says whenever a creature attacks, Caltrops deals 1 damage to it.
Flavor Judge, excuse me. Caltrops are on the ground and my creatures have flying, so it shouldn't affect them.
I think your creatures have 2 toughness right now anyway.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, okay, good. I don't have any, I don't play this, I don't have Sidri or anything in this deck to turn it into a creature and then give it Death Touch so that Caltrops just kills everything that swings, but darn if I could.
That's
that
pretty
would be
good
cool.
though. I haven't seen Caltrops in a long time.
Yeah, I figure if people are on the 1/1 token strategy or something, then this will automatically kill.
Turns
anything
out I am, but they're only
Yes.
1/1 pumpkin guys.
I gave you, I gave you 2 2s.
You gave me 2 2s.
Okay, so I grabbed a snow-covered forest with my Rampant Growth. Then
Chat
let's
says waiting for Coil to play the dragon that's not a dragon from Kamigawa that throws a counter on something every turn. What card is this?
I don't know.
Raijin.
Yeah, Thundering Raiju.
Oh,
Sorry.
I play that
Yeah.
in my red-black counters deck. That's a good one.
I have like 4 copies of that card lying around. Like, I don't know where to put this.
I am going to play an enchantment called Mass Hysteria that says all creatures have haste.
Wow.
Oh.
So they all
Love
have
that
to
card.
swing
Love
if they're
it.
goaded. Yeah.
Yes. But you can wait until your second main phase, and I wasn't going to cast this, and then I realized, wait a minute, there's a Bitter Blossom out. That does work with the Bitter Blossom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
loving this journey for me.
That's right. That's right. And with 2 mana up, I am going to declare no swings or anything and pass through combat. And my turn.
Untap, lose a life, and create another hasty fairy.
If anyone's curious, this is turn 6.
Planes.
All right.
Return. I'm going to tap for 3 to cast an Aerial Surveyor. And that will create me another blue fairy.
Is this the exile card?
No, it's the it's the land tax card.
Okay.
There you go.
I can tap Tamashi to crew the Aerial Surveyor.
Mm-hmm. That
I
would
could
overswing
tap-
with Tameshi. That's smart.
Yeah, I could tap more to avoid
You
swinging
can
with everything.
overcrew.
You could.
You can
You
way
can crew in
overcrew.
your whole board.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands. It actually looks like I'm doing better than everyone else on lands.
I have 4.
Yeah.
I just missed
Chris,
one.
Chris might be 1 land ahead of you, but Chris goes after you. So.
Chris, are you at 6 lands?
I am at 6 lands. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that is kind of a bummer, but I'm still going to attack with it. Okay, I attacked Andy last turn, so I'll put more. Nothing that you have has reach, right, Chris?
That is correct.
Okay, so they'll send the Surveyor and Alela at.
If this 3 open mana is an Arachnogenesis, I swear to God.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
That was the deck it was printed in, right? Ezuri
Yeah,
Precon?
yeah.
That was
That's funny.
Commander's Beacon and Arachnogenesis were the chase cards.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'll send 14 at Chris and 9 at Andy.
And they all take 1 damage from Keltron.
I'll take 1 damage from Caltrops.
I'll take 9.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to, in response, to attackers being declared, I'm gonna pay 3 green, and then I'll tap Ezuri for. Actually, wait a second. Did I do my math wrong? Uh-oh. Just a moment.
Math is for convokers.
Yeah, quarter calling that.
Hold on, I'm gonna gain my 9 back until we know what happens right now. All right, I'm back at 27 for now, folks.
Just remember, I basically have dealt 0 damage this game so far.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this.
That is.
This is my first time ever playing this
I
deck.
love that for you.
I love this deck so much.
Goad, I love playing Goad decks because you get
Goad's
to make
cool.
everyone really mad at you, and then like, and then you either win or you lose, but you've already sort of won.
That's right.
Okay.
The problem
Yeah,
is killing the last person. That's always the problem.
Yeah, 3 green, a blue, and a green. I'm gonna cast Quarter Calling
Now,
for 2.
oh, yep.
And
Andy says I've also done 0 damage this game. Well, at least non-emotional damage. Anyway.
emotional damage. Where are you?
I've always said that I like Goat though because it does keep the game moving forward. And I know there was quite a bit of discussion at one point about whether or not removing people's agency like Baeloth does, but it's really not been. So I haven't felt bad about this. I've had a way to solve my problem, I guess, but I could see how it might be tough.
I'm gonna get Ice Fang Quad.
Oh,
Hey
nice.
James, thanks for stopping in. Ice Fang Kawado's flash flying and does what?
When it enters the battlefield, I draw a card, and as long as it has Death Touch, as long as I control 3 other snow permanents, which I do. I have Rhinewood Falls, a snow-covered forest, and a snow-covered island.
Okay. So I'm still taking 9.
You're still taking it. Well, yes, yeah. So I am going to move to blocks, and I'm going to put the Quaddle in front of Alela.
Okay, so they trade.
I have a response before damage.
No.
Someone's being a sneaky boy.
Okay, so Alela gives your flyers +1/+0, and favorable winds gives +1/+1. Is there any other pumps going on?
I don't like this line of questioning, Your Honor.
Yeah.
There are no other pumps going on.
Okay.
Currently.
For 2 mana, I'm gonna cast a Chaos Warp on favorable winds.
I hope there's not like an Ellosnorn in there or something.
So
We just don't...
Wait, does that kill all the fairies?
Very
will kill all the
confused
fairies.
about your goal is to deal damage to everyone, and yet you are getting rid of my creatures.
Oh wait, I can do this
before
after
they
damage.
deal damage.
You can do it after
Hey.
damage.
I
Yeah, you
checked
can do
that back.
You can do it after damage during my second main, whenever.
No, I have to do it after damage while they're still considered attacking or blocking.
You can do that. There's that weird
There is-
step.
Yeah, there is a moment there I only know it because of ninjutsu.
Okay, so I took my 9.
No, because it's damage, so they've all been dealt 1 damage.
They have been. No, but for me to get a treasure, they have to be attacking or
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I don't know how these new cards work.
right?
Sorry. So how much do I have coming at me after I block Alela?
You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
8. All right. I will go.
And then do those creatures trade?
Alela and the Icefang Quaddle trade, yeah.
Now I'll make 2 treasure tokens when that happens. I guess with that trigger on the stack, that's when I'll do the Chaos Warp.
And when the Ice Fang came onto the battlefield, I did get a experience counter for Ezuri.
Yes.
Swords. You swords in something? Swords in Baeloth?
You're on mute right now, Dan, I think.
Plan. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any response to it, so.
All right.
Is swords power or toughness? I never remember.
Power.
Power. Okay, I'll gain 5.
Nice.
Baeloth
I
goes
don't
to
have to.
zone.
I'm not goaded right now. I can hit coil.
And he's a free man.
Alright. Favorable winds is flipped.
Flip favorable wins. Flip the other one that does the same thing. Someone chaos warped me last week after it was Commander Mechanic was talking about how terrible Catherine's Crusade can be just like to manage for math, and then someone chaos warped something of mine, and then I flipped Catherine's Crusade. And it immediately got removed. I never even saw a turn with it, but it happened. It showed.
Yeah.
It showed its face. Showed up.
Ooh, what's that? You're on mute again, I think.
It's a spell setter sprite.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go check. Be on mute unless. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you
Yes.
now. Yes.
Okay. Spell Stutter Sprite, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, I couldn't even counter the. No, nothing. So I get a pretty fairy and pass.
All right. Let's see here. Quail, do you have any creatures in your graveyard?
I do not. I have a Chaos Warp and a Rampant Growth.
Okay. I don't think there's any creatures in the graveyard. So other than my
Yeah,
Ice
I have
Quaddle.
village rights and deadly dispute.
So I will go ahead and pass turn. All right, I will untap. Keep draw. And I will play a Snow Forest. I really wanted to use that Quirk Calling to find some card draw, but then I also didn't want to take Alela to the face.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna enter combat.
Yep.
And Ezuri's gonna trigger. He's gonna put a +1/+1 counter on something, on another creature. So I will put it on Rishkar, and Rishkar will gain 2 counters rather than 1.
Yes.
Oop. And that's it. I think I'm gonna sit tight and pass turn.
Okay. Untap. I will draw. And then I will play a Ghost Quarter. And
Spooky.
Ghost Quarter.
And then I'm going to pay 6. My Devotion to Black is only 2, so I don't actually have anything right now. I made it 4. If I made it 4, would it matter? 4, yeah, I'm only tap for 4. It wouldn't really... That's probably fine. That's probably fine, right?
Probably
I'm gonna
fine.
pay 3. I'm gonna play Liliana, Heretical Healer,
Nice.
Okay.
and then I'm going to pay. I don't really think that does me anything either. Yeah, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna tap this Nykthos for 4 mana, and I will play this Mind Stone. So I have 2 mana floating, and then I have 4 total. I would like to do. I mean, this card seems fun, right? I mean, it's gonna do something. So I will tap Mind Stone, and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play Pain's Reward. So you may bid any amount of life. In turn order, each player may top that high bid. The bidding ends if the high bid stands, and then that bidder loses life equal to their bid and draws 4 cards. So I'm going to bid 6 life.
I'll bid 7. Dan, any bids?
Dan's
no, I'm
looking.
thinking-
Dan's
I'm
looking.
Yeah, I'll bid 8. I'll
Chris,
pay
you got some
9.
card draw. 9.
I'll pay 9.
I'm dropping out. I'm not gonna bid anymore.
I'll bid 10.
11.
12.
13.
How many cards in everyone's hand? Mike, you have how many?
1.
Dan, what do you got?
3.
3. And Chris
2.
has... Okay. I have 4, so I'm okay.
So the bids to you, Chris. Dan did say 14.
14. Yeah, no, I'm out.
15.
I mean, it's 39 and 40. What? I mean, what's it matter? It's only off by 1.
20.
You said 21, Mike?
Yeah.
22.
23.
It's happening.
24.
Yeah, I'll say 25.
I won't be in last place then.
26.
You can have it for 26.
I'll take 26.
And you draw 4 cards.
And all creatures have haste.
Yard of the.
Oh my gosh. This card deals 26 damage so far, minimum. That's the first time I've cast this. It's dealt 26
I
damage.
love it.
I have to post this, folks. It matters. 3. This was a sorcery that dealt 26 damage to an opponent. Okay.
That's right. I hope those cards were worth it.
After that, I'm gonna also hang tight. Well, hold on. Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna hang tight. I pass. James says, WTF.
The thing is, yeah.
Oh man, I like that card.
Yeah, I think you could have had 4 more just like it.
Oh my gosh, I could cast so many spells if I had all those treasures, Dan.
Hi, Pierre.
The problem is it costs 6 just for my commander right now, and that's with a cost reduction. It would normally be 7.
Big oops.
Which means I only have 2 mana left.
Y'all need to value your lives a bit more, is what James is saying. No, it's fine.
Bitter Blossom is looking a lot less good. We got 13 left.
James, we are a product of the times.
We are.
For 3 mana, I am going to cast War's Toll. So whenever an opponent taps a land for mana, tap all lands that player controls. And if a creature an opponent controls attacks, all creatures that opponent controls attack, if able. Which they will be able, because they all have haste. And then I am going to tap 3 more mana. And I'm going to cast Pyrohemia.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's rough.
Yeah.
Do you have any mana left? You have 2 treasures.
2 treasures. Certainly do. I am going to then activate my Invigorating Hot Springs. And I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on my Goblin. And then I will move to combat. And I will... I am going to be declaring at least one of these creatures as attacking, which means I'm going to be declaring all of my creatures as attacking because of War's Toll. So Goblin and Archaeomancer is going to be coming at Dan. The Hunted Dragon, which is 7 power and flying, is going to come at Chris. Caltrops will activate, and my 2 creatures will take 1 damage. Well, 1 damage each.
No responses over here.
So 3 damage coming at you, Dan.
Yeah, I'll block with the Spellscrew Sprite.
Cool.
And then I'll activate the Wayfarer's Bubble as well.
Awesome. And then that's going to be the end of my turn.
I just say it was 7 coming at me, right?
It is
Cool.
7. Yep, 7 in the air.
I am glad I didn't take that bid. I kind of forgot about the Hunted Dragon over there. There's just all these things on the board.
I know. Hunted Dragon, its main purpose is to give other people tutus, but it's still a pretty big flyer.
It is. What's the mana value of it again?
5.
Oh, 5?
3 red,
Okay.
red. It's got haste and flying, too. Which is
Alright.
about 6 power.
Untap.
I play
K1
Hunted Troll in here, too, which is cool.
For Bitter
Mr.
Blossom.
Mr. Big
Oh,
Ben,
yeah.
if you're getting in around 11, what time are you leaving to start driving?
Draw.
About
Now.
right now.
Right?
Sorry, gotta stop
I
watching.
gotta leave the stream, guys. I'm driving all night. 3 a.m. Wow.
Ugh.
Gross. Hopefully you're taking turns driving. That wouldn't. Well, maybe you're used to that. I don't know. Your schedule's sometimes a little screwy for work.
Baeloth didn't come back out, right?
No, so nothing's goaded.
Nothing's
Okay.
good.
They just all have haste, and if
All
one
do
creature
have haste.
attacks, all creatures attack.
Okay.
And
All right.
if one land gets tapped, all the lands get tapped.
All right.
Alrighty then. I'll play Seat of the Synod as my land for turn. Tap for 4 and cast Alela, and I'll tap my lands in response for an Esper and a colorless. I'll cast a Mox Opal.
Nice.
Get a fairy.
And then do you control 3 artifacts right now, or only? Oh yeah, because of Seat of the Sign.
Yeah. I'll use 1 colorless and a white for a Demir Signet and get a fairy.
They all have haste.
Yeah, I don't really feel like attacking anyone except you, and you have the Pyrohemia.
Oh, just attack somebody else then. It'll be perfect. I don't have enough The one thing that concerns me the most is I don't have enough mana to activate my Pyrohemia to kill Ezuri. That's what I don't have.
I'll just spend the remaining mana to attempt to return the Wayfarer's Bauble by bouncing a plains.
No responses here.
Okay.
Scooz says you may have that.
Scooz says proceed.
Scoo says.
Exactly. Yeah, it does.
I mean, that's pretty much the noise that things make. It's like
I can imagine that.
That's the best Scooz artwork too.
I'm so mad they didn't make foils of these.
One dumpster boy.
I'm just gonna pass after that.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm gonna tap a green, and then in response to the trigger, I'm just gonna tap all my green mana. I'm just gonna exile all the cards from everyone's graveyard. I think we had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in graveyards.
I have
2,
3. Coil
3,
has 2,
5.
so 4, 5, and then 6, 7. So 7 total.
7. All right. So 1, 2,
But you could do your own graveyard too.
Oh,
3.
that's true.
4. Nah. 5.
Yeah, you get the Ice Fang, so you gain a life.
7.
Yeah,
I mean, that is true.
Or do you gain a life either way and only get the +1/+1 if it's a creature? I don't.
Only get the plus feature and I gain a life. Creature card put plus counters and you gain 1 life. So they're both tied to it being a creature.
Gotcha.
Alright, so then I'll go to actually screw it, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. I don't really have recursion, so might as well get that life back. I'm getting a little bit low, or it's getting a little bit scary.
Well, and 2 more counters, right?
Yes.
A big boy.
Big boy.
A big. You're welcome. Your ears.
Yeah,
on
well,
YouTube
you're
right
welcome,
now.
listeners. Great ASMR noise.
I'm gonna play a snow-covered forest, and I might eventually actually get to show what's in this deck besides lands. Let's see here. I should have just taken the Alela to the face. I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna cast Kodama of the West Tree.
Ah, that's my modified baby.
I have that in this deck too.
That's really good in Ezuri.
That card is so good. It's just ridiculous.
It only costs 3 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, we talked about that and the red Kami of Celebration. Is that what it is?
Kami Celebration is my fave.
Yeah, those are all both really good.
I'm gonna go to combat, and this is 3/3, so it doesn't.
By the way, you do have to tap all of your lands.
That is true. Yes, I do have to.
That's terrible. I forgot about that.
No, there's nothing I need.
You either are all in sorcery speed or all in instant speed.
This
There
is true.
is no both.
This is true.
Unless
He
you have
does
a lot of
not trigger
artifacts.
Ezuri. So since he does not trigger Ezuri, I'm gonna go to combat, and I'm gonna Ezuri's trigger. Other triggers. I'm gonna put 2+1/+1 counters on Kodama of the West Tree. So that's a 5/5. And I'm just gonna sit. Because I'm afraid of dying.
All right, I'm gonna untap.
If Ezuri swings, Ezuri dies.
What's
'Cause
Ezuri's
Caltrops.
toughness?
Caltrop could do the one that I
Caltrops.
need.
Draw.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like now's the time to do it because it does force. It does force some. Well, crap. This is terrible. If one
Stop
creature
with all the
attacks,
foreplay,
all
Andy. Just do
creatures
it
have to attack.
Yes.
I don't want Liliana to attack though.
Just tap her somehow.
You
Flipper
can flip her.
first.
I know. I need a non-token creature to die.
Oh, so Jerren.
Yeah, that's the problem. And Jerren, I'm
I
trying.
can
to
imagine
win
you
right
wouldn't
here.
want to do that. Yeah.
No. No.
How big is Lily on it?
We're gonna go ahead and
Lily is 3 toughness. 2, 3.
I mean, if you swing Liliana at me, I will not block it for you.
well, the problem is Coil's going to activate Caltrops regardless, but my 2 creatures live if I don't swing.
True.
Yeah, no, I mean, and Caltrops happens no matter what. I don't have any control.
Right, if I swing.
Yeah.
Right, but if I
Yeah,
swing,
okay.
then you can also kill Liliana.
Oh, with Pyrohemia. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, okay.
So it's not a good place to be at. So what I want to do, what is Alela's toughness right now? Is it
I
3?
think it's just 3.
2, 3.
It is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no bumps.
Because I'm worried. How many flyers do you have, Dan, that are toughness greater than 2?
Oh, just 1.
Okay, man.
And technically the surveyor if I crew it.
I mean, it changes things up if I do this, so I'm just gonna do it. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, let's get things going.
Wait, let's move it. We're gonna move it along. So 4, 5, 6. Right, because 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm gonna play Repay in Kind. Each player's life total becomes the lowest life player's total, so we're all gonna go to 12.
Oh.
Who's stupid now?
I'm wondering if I
Oh.
should activate Pyrohemia twice now so we all go to 10.
You could, but at least my creatures live. At least 2 of them will.
2 of them will. Yeah, no, let's go to 12.
All right, we're going to 12.
Now it's like we all.
Boy, I wish you all wish you. I can't even be cool when I want to.
After that, I'm not swinging. I'm just gonna pass.
All right.
That was another big spell. Okay, I feel like my sorcery spells have done so much damage this game.
I feel like I played this War's Toll and I'm the only one who swung, which is. Okay, draw for turn. Well, that is a completely useless card. Absolutely useless. But do I have anything to use this green mana on? Otherwise, I guess I could tap the Gruul Signet. I could cast my commander.
Yes, chat says there is now balance in the force at this moment. It's true. I feel like also I've never seen a flavor text that is more vengeful and like petty in my life. This one says Soren has gathered grudges for centuries, patiently awaiting the day he can exact the perfect revenge. That is the best flavor text for what this card does.
It's so on brand.
It is on brand for Sad Boy. Sad Boy
Soren
Soren.
fucking sucks. He's the worst. He's such an asshole. And then when everyone like tries to tell him he's being an asshole, it's like, you don't understand the fate of the multiverse. Blah 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 blah. Nobody likes me.
I am going to move to. Wait, does Kodama have reach? Kodama does have reach, doesn't it?
It does have.
God,
They
stupid
gave that thing reach.
Yeah, all the Kodamas have.
On top
stupid
of
reach.
that, at least 3 limbs.
So it's got 2+1/+1 counters, and it's what, normally 3 toughness, so it's 5.
Yeah, stop doing math. God.
I-
Do math anymore. Remember, math is for blockers, Mike, not attackers, so don't attack.
That's true, and it has 1 less power than toughness.
No, it's equal.
Oh, it's equal, so it's got 5
Oh,
power.
Dekoval,
Yeah.
that was a good one. Dekoval
Okay.
said Kodama's reach.
Yeah.
They do that. That's really,
Big
I didn't
brain.
think of that until just now. That's smart.
I'm gonna move to combat. I am going. Oh, I could have invigorating hot springs. No, I might do that on my commander second main. We'll see what happens. Okay, move to combat. I'm gonna swing with my creatures. So the goblin is gonna go at Dan again because it's a 3/3. And then this hunted dragon is gonna go at Chris, who has a reach creature that can.
How much mana do you have? 4 red mana? 6 red mana? 7 red mana?
It's seven red mana, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7 red mana.
And that Pyramids
Oh no!
So and Caltrops does do 1 damage to both of my creatures that are attacking. So there's 6 effective toughness left on the dragon and 2 effective toughness left on the goblin.
Yeah, I'll block the goblin with 2 fairies.
Okay.
I will block the dragon of Ama.
So that means if I activate Pyrohemia, I would lose my hunted dragon. Am I okay with that? I think I'm okay with that. Because I wouldn't lose my goblin. that way.
Oh, and Caltrops already dealt 1 damage to each of your attacking
Yes.
creatures? Okay.
Yep. That's why it would kill hunted dragon.
Caltrops should be altered with just Legos on the ground.
I am going to crack 1 treasure so that I don't tap a land, because I'll have to tap all of my lands if I do that, to activate Pyrohemia to deal 1 damage to each creature and each player.
So clever.
Okay.
You're doing 1? Okay.
Then Hunted Dragon and Kodama will trade. The Goblin is blocked, but does not die. And we can go to main phase 2. I will tap 6 for Baeloth. Enters with an additional +1/+1 counter because of Master Chef. And then I'll activate Invigorating Hot Springs to put another +1/+1 counter on it. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'll crack the bauble.
How much mana do you have available, Coil, now?
One treasure.
Whoosh! All right.
Planes.
What turn is this, Coil?
This is turn 8.
Turn 8. All right.
Yes, this is
It's
turn
pivotal.
of death.
Things are happening.
It is
Things
the turn
are
of death.
indeed happening.
Things are in
Turns-
motion.
Most of our games end between 7 and 9, so this is like danger zone.
Coil tracks turn order. I don't track turn order, but it's been fun listening to how many times our games used to end on 8. It's not consistent anymore.
No.
Every time someone like describes what turn their deck wins on, I'm like, how do you know that?
How do you actually know this?
Well, we were confused. So I think it was Game Nights was doing an episode, and they were taking data from YouTube videos.
It
And
was,
they wanted,
yes.
yeah, and they wanted to see how many turns people were taking.
It was
And that's
cool.
when we started tracking it, because I thought our games were going to like turn 12, turn 13, because the board states were crazy. It's like, no, this game is a lot shorter than you think it is. Turn number wise.
Turn wise, time wise, it's not. But
Yeah. Turns 1 through 3 take about 15 minutes.
Just exponential from there.
Yep.
I think it was someone had told me that they had tracked timing per turn.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta find out that data again. It was really good.
I'll play Darksteel Citadel as my land for turn.
Nice.
Um,
Does Alela say cast? Or
it says cast, so yeah, artifact lands do not trigger her.
it might be broken if you did that. I don't
It
know.
would be very, very good. I mean, not the worst thing that artifact lands have ever done.
Right.
Okay. 7.
How many creatures do you have up, Mike?
I have one.
Oh, but
Just
Baeloth is out. Crap.
Baeloth is out.
So I'm gonna have to swing? This is
Unless
garbage.
Baeloth dies
Garbage.
before then,
I need
guess.
to die. Garbage. This is trash.
Oh, Baeloth
You're
dies
playing-
or you die.
You're playing mono black. You don't have ways to kill creatures.
I'm playing a selfish mono black deck, so
Hey, I am totally. That is every single one of my mono black decks. People ask me, "Don't you run creature removal?" Like what? Murder? Garbage card. I wouldn't run that. I could run a combo piece in its place.
I play
What,
go
you
for the
kidding?
throat. One less mana.
Hero's Downfall. That one hits planeswalkers too, right?
Play the expensive
You
one.
can add
Crap.
another piece to your Rube Goldberg machine. Why
That's
would you
right.
ever play removal?
Seriously. Or if you are, at least it needs to be a 2/2 creature. I mean, they printed Ravenous Chupacabra for a reason.
Alright, I gotta cast all, because of War's Toll, I gotta do all of this at once.
That's right.
Tap all
I'm
the
tapping
lands at once.
All my
Everywhere.
lands.
All at once.
You can keep the
You don't-
artifacts up if
yeah,
you
you
didn't
don't-
have to.
Yeah, you don't
No,
have to
but
tap your
I
mark.
want to use that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, great.
Because I'm casting Cranial Plating,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
making a
Yes.
fairy. I'm gonna attach that Cranial Plating to Alela.
Does that give? It gives.
Oh no.
For each artifact that controls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It gives plus X plus O or plus X plus
Plus X plus O.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast a Sculpting Steel to copy Cranial Plating.
Yes.
And I'm also attaching that to Alela.
Yep.
And then with my last, I also get another fairy because of that. My last bit, I'm gonna cast Magus of the Moat.
Oh.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
So creatures without flying can't attack.
Nice, I-
All right.
My flying creature just got killed too. That sucks.
To the moon!
My stuff's on the
And
ground,
so-
baby.
Everything has haste. I'm gonna send my commander. I gotta attack with these fairies that are gonna die unless I crew them on the surveyor. Is that better? Yeah, because they're not dead, I guess. I'll crew them on the surveyor. Overcrewing.
Overcrewed.
And then I will.
Are you gonna crew Tameshi as well?
No, just because of the Magus. Tameshi can't attack.
Oh, got it. Oh, because even
Um,
if you're goaded, it just can't attack 'cause it's on the ground. Oh my gosh, goad and grounded. Your flights have been canceled. Delta has canceled your flight.
I'll attack Coil with Alela, and I'll attack Chris with the Aerial Surveyor.
How much does the Aerial Surveyor again? Sorry.
It's 3/4.
Okay.
Actually, I have 4/4 because of Alela.
It'll
Does-
take 4.
Does take 1 from Caltrops.
Yeah.
I assume Alela is bigger than 11.
Yeah. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2 is 14.
Yeah, and I don't have 2 treasures to kill it with Pyrohemia, and I will
Wow.
not salt kill your fairies. So I will just die.
Before damage is dealt, I'm gonna tap for a green. I'm gonna exile the dragon.
You
Coil's
got the
graveyard.
dragon.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna gain a lot of benefit.
Oh,
Thanks for the
now I'm
snaps,
doing
stupid.
Pyrohemia. No, I'm kidding.
And then I will gain 14, which I am very happy about
Yeah, it's
because
pretty
it's
good.
not. But it's not even. It's more than half of the 26 I paid earlier. I'll pass after that.
Okay. I will untap. How is my scavenging ooze the biggest thing in this deck? What the heck is this deck doing tonight?
Chris said, I'm going to play Ezuri. Please don't hate me out. And Chris goes, actually, I'm just playing Skoos.
And who would hate on a Skoos?
No
No
one.
one here's playing graveyard stuff. It's fine.
But Chris
All right,
has
I'm gonna
eaten
play-
4 cards. That's pretty good.
Play Flooded
Hey.
Grove.
You gotta eat.
I
And you
continue
don't have
to
to.
get.
You don't have to
Lands.
tap all your lands or anything all at once anymore.
This is true.
But none of your stuff has haste.
Unfortunately, the card I draw is not a land, but it's not really any good anymore because I drew nothing but lands.
I wish my life was 13 so I could flip Jerren into a flying Ormondal now.
All right. Oh yeah.
Bet it could swing.
Oh yeah. This was the card in my hand. Concordant Crossroads.
Oh, more
Nice.
haste.
Oh,
More
nice.
haste.
Yeah, that's what I said. Completely useless card.
So I'm just gonna tap for
Probably should've picked more
colorless.
life.
Tap in the Signet Sling. I'm gonna cry and play this really bad Sage of Hours that I just drew because
Oh no!
I have not been able to get any creatures on the battlefield to get experience counters this entire game.
But you got experience counter with Sage.
You need
I
5
did.
counters for this, right?
I need 5 counters for that though.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and that goes infinite.
It does.
Yeah, but it's only gonna get 3, and I have no cards in hand, and I'm at 10 lives. So
You have no cards in hand?
I have no cards in hand. I've had
Ooh.
nothing but lands this game.
I ran into not drawing into any of my card draw this game as well.
Don't think I have any way to survive till the next turn. God damn. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass turn. I don't have any way on the battlefield to make this thing go off.
Untap, draw. Alright, I'm going to... Oh, man, this would have been fun. Well, if I do it this way... 1, 2,
Chris, did you go to combat?
Technically, I didn't. I should have, because
Yeah,
we do,
go
no matter
to
what.
combat.
So this thing has 3 counters.
That's what I figured was happening. I was like, that
Yeah.
is the same, right? I can't tell all the time.
More things change, the more they stay the same.
I am going...
That scoot's the size of a 5-story building or a 6-story building.
Some of these called Ghostbusters.
Stay puffed.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to
Looks
pay
like
3
Slimer, too.
for another card we talked about on our episode. I'm playing Mischievous Poltergeist.
Yes.
Flying. Pay 1 to regenerate it.
As I was preparing notes for that card, trying to find out if I'd play it in any deck, I realized I never heard of this freaking card before in my entire life.
That would be good in a more classic Marchesa build. Keep the dethrone on.
Yeah. After that, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. My devotion to black is 5. I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna tap this Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna play Soul Conduit. I can pay 6 and tap it. 2 target players exchange their life totals.
Oh.
I don't care for that.
And
The
then
question is, does Dan kill you anyway?
well, I have a flyer now, so I can at least block in the air.
This is true.
That's true.
This is true.
So I will pass
Okay. Untap.
until Dan goes, oops, kill Mischievous Poltergeist. Get wrecked, loser. All right, fair.
Get another fairy. Lose a life. I mean, I did just lose a life, so you might not want to trade with me.
Yeah, I definitely don't. Yeah, I'd rather have Chris's 10 for sure.
Yeah,
I just want this to be like a coat of arms drop, like drop the mic like a coat of arms.
Odd numbers are unacceptable. I don't want this anymore.
a little sorry to disappoint. Okay, so I don't have to tap all my lands.
You do not.
So I'll activate Tamashi, targeting the Wayfarer's
Hit the
Bubble again.
bobble,
Response.
Chris.
Ramp gang.
Hit that bobble, baby.
I'm not gonna attempt his wrath more than my Sage of Hours.
Alright.
I know. I know what's happening here.
Draw. Yeah, the question, like, I would attack Andy, but that Sage of Hours just means...
Yeah, it's a thing.
is a thing.
It's real.
You only have to worry about top decking though. Like you have to worry about 2 top decks from Chris this way, right?
Well,
'Cause
it
Chris only
could
has 2
be
turns.
one creature that puts in 4 1/1s, like the.
Right.
There's a couple.
I'm
of
saying there's 2 top decks worth of chances. But seeing as every card's been a land so far, there's no reason to think that it won't
Fair.
be lands again.
Fair.
This is
That's how
accurate.
statistics works.
Okay, I'm gonna send Alela at Chris. For that's still 15. No, 16 now because the Wayfarer's Bobble's on the board. The question is, do I attack with anything else to like try to? Because my creature 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just leave myself open to conduit plus swinging.
One, you have Tameshi can crew the Surveyor as a blocker or as an attacker right now, I suppose.
I'd have to swing out with everything. With
Do they have
Tameshi
Oh,
and-
they came out last turn, right?
This came out this turn, so
yeah,
yeah,
one-
I couldn't. No, I couldn't. I'd have to 6 plus 4 is 10. I'd have to crew everything and swing again. I'm just gonna swing with the Layla, and no, I have to do it just to go overkill mode.
For the memes.
No, because you just win if you untap.
It's about sending a message.
So yeah, I'll do that.
I die.
Okay.
Bye, Chris.
I gain 14
Bye.
life. 16 life. Sorry, I'm up to 39. So we're almost
I
there.
love that. That's great.
Yeah. Really good for you.
Really good life
So,
total amounts.
well, I had 1 creature in my top 4.
Oh.
I'll drop a
3 visits and a counterspell. Counterspell's pretty good though.
Mox Amber and make another fairy.
Yeah.
And then I will see what Andy's got.
All right. Untap. Draw. How many blockers do you have?
I have 2 flying blockers.
Oh, I can
and
only attack
creatures
with
without
mischievous
flying.
poltergeist. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Well, shucks.
Unless you have a mono black creature destroy spell.
Yeah, if there's some sort of spell in mono black that destroys creatures.
It's the only color that actually doesn't well support that particular type of spell.
For sure.
Yeah, it's really weird that they didn't think of that when they. Yeah.
How much damage you have in the air aside from? Oh man, this blows.
Besides from Alela.
Yeah.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pay 4. For a Phyrexian processor, when it enters, I can pay any amount of life, and then I can pay 4 and tap it to make an XX creature token, where X is the life paid as this enters the battlefield. I'm gonna pay 10 life and go to 1.
Yeah. Good old.
You're not
good old
doing this
Blossom.
after Soul Conduit? Or,
You're gonna
I
make
guess you have a way to ping me.
No, you have a way to ping you at your upkeep every turn.
Oh, right.
So I'm gonna pay 2 to make 5 mana, and then sack this treasure for 6 to trade life totals with you, and I will go to 39, and you will go to 1.
Okay. Do I have any way to bounce my own Bitter Blossom?
Or gain life with the trigger on the stack. You already used your swords. And it's exiled from your graveyard. There's no way you're getting that thing back. Tameshi doesn't have anything there. You gain life. Man, if only you had a Scoos.
I'm gonna
No.
I'm gonna pass the turn over to Dan.
Okay. Untap.
Hold on. Do your bobble first, just in case.
Yeah, I actually do want to do my bubble. Yeah, bubble at end of turn.
Although I guess you don't get to your draw phase. It has to be in your hand right now.
But I can, no, Tamashi is a sorcery. Dang it. Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh my gosh.
GG.
GG,
Oh my
what a
gosh.
game.
That was wild. Okay, I didn't. Oh my gosh.
Technically, turn 10.
Turn 10.
Yeah,
Not bad.
The upkeep of turn 10.
That was.
Handful of lands, baby.
Thank you for paying the 26. I guess it didn't really matter because we just traded
Yeah.
later, but that was pretty good. That was good. Oh my gosh. Well, everybody, we will be back for a game 2 in just a minute. But before we do, Dan and Chris, I'll start with Dan. Tell everybody again who you are and where they can find you online.
Yeah, so I'm ALK Alters, at Alters ALK, I think is the main one. I'm very bad at doing, SEO, branding, that sort of stuff. I'm installing while I bring up my link tree.
I brought up your link tree.
We brought it up. We got a shout out for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so go to that. My 2 main accounts are my Twitter and my Instagram. My Twitter is where I post all of my cool digital magic altars, and then I offer all of my great opinions that you are sure to want to hear. And Instagram is just the magic altars. But check those out.
Nice. Thank you so much. This was great. And Chris, where can everybody find you online and your content?
Yeah, you can find me at Kelzam Gaming on Twitter primarily. I also have YouTube and Twitch under the same name. And I'm also known as Kelzam in various Magic gaming communities, be it Genshin Impact, Final Fantasy XIV, and Magic as well. I do graphic design. I do all of the graphic design, thumbnails, overlays, intro screens for the Guardian Project podcast that you are watching right now. I am open for commissions.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We will be back shortly with Game 2, so stick around if you're in chat, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.